Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your Wawa girl here, and I'm looking a little crazy, but I have to go. Rice water time. Woo! Now a lot of you usually know me by doing. I did over 2,000 Google surveys, but a survey came up concerning Halifax Humane Society, so I wanted to come on video, since I have my channel now, and do my review, because I had a situation over there that escalated because of my dog. So, real fast. Now, I gotta come back to this. My nail's broken. I got these. They actually look like the clippers you use for your pets. But I got this actually from Shein. It's an edge cutter. I thought it was going to be painful, but actually it's not, because I already chopped off my my nail. It's broken down in here, so I'd have to cut it all the way to where my skin is. And I figured I'd try these, and it works pretty good. My nails didn't go flying like it usually does. They grow very hard. See? But anyway, getting back to my review on Halifax Humane Society. So let me tell you what happened. The week before July 4th, my dog ran away because of the fireworks. And it's 10 o'clock at night. I let him out to use the restroom. I have a Great Pyrenees, which I usually shave during the summertime because of her breed, and they have really long, thick hair. So her hair started to grow back. It was like, it had grown out a little bit, but not as to where it normally is when she has a really long coat. And then I have a pit mix pup, Gracie. So Gracie comes back in and Layla's gone. So I jump in the car and the guys were like, oh, she went that way. We tried to call her, but she wouldn't come to us because there's more fireworks. So she ran. Now there's the street out there, and then there's a park across the street. But the front of the park, you have to like make that left, go straight down, and then make that right and go to the front of the park. So either way, there's bushes there that leads to a park. Because when I made that left to go back into the neighborhoods, she wasn't there. And that's usually the way we take them walking, So anyway, I called Animal Control that night. Animal Control made a report. And then a couple of days after talking to people, telling them my dog ran away, blah, 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 they're like, should I call the Humane Society? So July 2nd, I called the Humane Society. They told me they didn't have a dog that fit that description. I said, okay, well, she's missing. Her name is Layla. She's a Great Pyrenees. She's half shaved. She's a very quiet dog. She doesn't bark or anything like that unless someone is like sneaking around the house or coming towards the house, usual dog stuff. So, okay, fine. So anyway, July 16th, I get a phone call from Halifax. I call back and say, hey, I missed a call from you guys. And she was like, oh, are you missing a Great Pyrenees? We're like, yes. And she was like, okay, well, you need to come get her, blah, blah, blah. She's been here since the 29th. And I'm like, what? And I'm confused because I'm like, today's the 16th. Like, I didn't figure it'd been so many days already. But anyway, so she tells me, wait, there's a whole bunch of fees, there's this, there's that, she's been spaded, blah, 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 all this stuff. She hits me with a bill for $473. $463 or something like that. I'm like, but I don't have that money. And she was like, well, don't worry about it. When you get here, I'll have you talk to Mario. He's our director, whatever the case may be is, and then we'll take it from there. I'm like, okay, fine. So anyway, some guy comes. He takes us to go find Layla. Layla comes out. She looks like she's been drinking for days. And he's like, oh, she just had surgery. He's like, I know. I showed him a picture of her. I had a video on my phone with her, Gracie and the ferrets. So she's like, okay. We go back inside, and she's like, we're like, okay, well, are you just going to bring her out? Like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And she had the nerve to tell me, she's like, okay, will you owe $460? I said, no. I said, I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money to give to you. I told you that over the phone. She's like, yeah, and I told you that $460. I said, no. You told me when I get here to talk to Mario. So where's Mario? She's like, well, Mario's gone and something has to be paid. I'm like, really? I was like, bye. And she was like, and it was so funny because when she said $463, right? And I happened to be looking over at this lady that was there with her daughter, and they had like this kitten. So she said $463. I looked at the lady, and then they looked at me. She was like, "She ain't talking to me. She's talking to you." And I'm sitting there like, I'm ready to like die because I like told this lady I have no money. Okay, when I tell you no money, I had no money to pick up this dog for $463. So I'm sitting here and I'm like about to like cry. So I get up to walk out, and I'm like, well, she was like, well, if you don't pay that today, then your dog is gonna get adopted out and for $300 tomorrow. I was like, well, go ahead. The fuck? Like, are you kidding me right now? So she's like, so anyway, 463. She's like, well, your dog's been spayed. She had shots. She had this and this. I'm like, well, she had her shots already. She's like, well, we don't know because she came in as a stray. I'm like, but you had my dog here since the 29th. And lucky for me, I don't erase my call history. I was like, I called you guys on July 2nd. That means my dog was already here. You told me. Whoever took that call told me. So make sure and get everybody's names. Names, if they have any badge numbers or extensions or whatever it is, you get that name. Because that girl told me that they had no description of that dog. She's like, well, she came in as a stray. She's like, but I wasn't here. I wasn't here. So I don't know who took that call. Do you remember her name? Do you remember? No. But regardless of the fact, I'm pretty sure July 2nd, and if I showed you the time that I called, you could have found out who was on that shift and who took that call. Because now all of a sudden everybody's got amnesia. One of the girls said, oh, I was there, but I didn't take that call. It was probably you. So anyway, so from her getting an adoption fee of $300 turned into, well, I can have my dog for $201. I'm like, but you expect me to get that in what, half an hour? An hour? Well, if you don't pay that, your dog is going to get adopted. Well, shit, adopt my dog for $300. Maybe she'll find a better home. No, but I ended up getting my dog for $108. So this is what they do. Because if you have my dog from the 29th, which came in as a stray, a beautiful, when I tell you Layla is a beautiful, beautiful dog, okay? From the time she came in the 29th, and the date that you call me, July 16th, July 16th was the day that you spaded my dog, gave her shots, gave her frontline, and she's on Comfortis, okay? Oh, she came in as a stray. But you decided to do all that on the day that you call me? So, in other words, you want to charge me $463. That's your way of getting y'all's money back for doing what you did to Layla. Knowing that I wanted her back. But you're going to try to house me for that money. Yeah, no, that wasn't happening. There was no way in hell you was going to get that money from me. Okay, because at that time when I had called on July 2nd, you already had my dog. On the 29th, that was 2 days. You had my dog for 2 days and wanted to charge me $463. On the day that I pick her up, the day that you call me, she just had surgery that day. So you knew exactly what you were doing and trying to throw me a bill for $500. That wasn't going to work. But I will let you know I will be calling your director on Monday, and had the nerve to get snappy with me too. Imagine that. But did you get your money? No, you didn't. You got $108. So that was all the little storage fees that you had my Layla for. But just to let you know, she is doing fine. She will go for a little walk this afternoon. And if anything, yeah. Hopefully I will never be seeing you guys ever again. So, talk to you later.